Welcome back to Disney's Hollywood Hotel at Hong Kong Disneyland Resort. We have returned. Last summer, we stayed here in one of the brand new Mickey and Friends rooms. You can go find that room tour right here on the channel. What was not complete at that time were the Marvel rooms. So half the hotel, I think it's half and half. It may not be evenly broken up. I don't know offhand. But essentially, there's two themes, and the two themes are Mickey and Friends and Marvel. But although in the lobby you'll find some Pixar and things that go beyond Mickey and Friends on the Disney side of things. But either way, we are in a Marvel room with two beds. Let's do it. So first of all, we have Avengers Tower, formerly Stark Tower, here in the background of the closet. I have to call for an iron. This is another one where they don't give you an iron. There is the Quinjet, the tower, and we see who's hanging out there. We got Hawkeye, Black Widow, Captain America, Hulk, Spider-Man, Loki, Captain America, but previously the Falcon, and Iron Man. And I think it's supposed to be Falcon version, because I want to say, he's not here, so I can't tell. I think it's Falcon. I think we're like taking we're back a couple phases, I think, as far as the art in this hotel is concerned. I think we're leading up to, we're the Infinity Saga, if you will. And then New York City skyline. A little bit of home here in Hong Kong. There's our closet. There's a lot of space to put bags there. There's lots of space to hang things. You could always ask for more hangers too. There is a safe. And then you all know my favorite thing, which is the free slippers. The slippers you get to take home. There they are. They're different. They're Avengers for this side of the hotel. So we got a different pair to take home this time. Actually, I got 3 of them. Thankfully, this trip is not as long as my stay in Asia last time, because when I went home finally, I had one whole luggage just about that was just free slippers from hotels. So let's look at the entry real quick. My bags are here. There's nowhere to put them for the timing. Usually I try to keep them out of the room, but doing what we can today. There's, in order to put the lights on, similar to Disney Cruise Line, you got to put a key in, and lots of hotels, right? And this is a switch, but you put the key in to get the lights on. Now let's look at the bathroom. Okay, so you have a nice long mirror on the back of the door. I like the Art Deco. So the whole hotel was Art Deco to begin with. And I like that they stayed with that, but modernized it. This is one of the best remodels a Disney hotel has gone through in a long time, where it kept the theme, but made it modern and clean, but still very thematic. So this marble, the silver elements, all that keeps that Art Deco going. It looks good. So there's a hair dryer. We have outlets here. Important, Hong Kong has different outlets. It's that thing. I don't know what to call it, but it's that thing. If you forget it, we'll talk about when we go to the bedroom. You'll be in luck if you're coming from America. Actually, if you're coming from several places, you'll be fine, because there's a converter that they provide. You may need more, but there's something there. We have these are plastic, I assume. Yeah, plastic cups for drinking. There's like a change or jewelry tray. That's a jewelry tray. It's in here. That's so weird. I think this is the only Disney hotel in the world that has this, I think. I don't remember if the other two hotels here even have it, but I can tell you off the top of my head, I can't think of a Disney hotel anywhere that has that, or even has had it. Additional towels are there. Yeah, so this doesn't come with the room. As we talked about last time, there are new environmental laws in Hong Kong where they cannot for free provide disposable toiletries. And so you can buy this. Now, when we showed you, there are 2 different ones available for sale, and it doesn't matter which side you're staying on, they'll sell you either, and as many as you'd like. So if you forgot stuff, or if you just want a really cool souvenir, which is my story, So we saw the red one with Goofy last time. Now there is a blue one for Marvel. So, and it looks like a little clapboard. The pole is the top of the clapboard, and it's Iron Man this time. It's very cool. I'm going to try to open it and show you guys what comes with it. It's 40 Hong Kong dollars. They are, the one sad thing I'll tell you is they're standard toiletries. They're not labeled or thematic or, you know, branded. So just keep that in mind. I can't do that with one hand, so I won't. Hello everyone. Look how tired and wrinkly I'm tired and my shirt is very wrinkly. It's as if I've been traveling for 20 hours or more. There's our toilet. Move this door out of the way so we can see the shower. There's our shower. And the curtain is going to have a number of our Marvel heroes. What's interesting is it's almost, well, the Avengers Tower was almost just like phase 1 Avengers, but you get more when you come out here. I see Black Panther, Captain Marvel, I think, is that Doctor Strange over there? Yeah, Doctor Strange is there. Most of the gang. The most recognizable members of the gang, the Ant-Man and the Wasp, are there in very small form, if you will. Swing this open. The amenities are Rituals, that's the brand. Shampoo, shower gel, and conditioner. The soaps. People get mad when I use the term amenities. I just like that it's not all white in here. I like that there's some variation and some color. If the color is black or, you know, marble pattern. It's nice that it's broken up a bit. Come out this way. We get to see our old friend, the thing I couldn't identify last time. So this is a water dispenser. And the water dispenser can dispense the water at any temperature, hot or cold, that you'd like. So, yeah, for tea or coffee, or even if you just want water of a certain temperature, this is what you're going to use. We didn't have English instructions last time when I had this at Explorers Lodge, I don't think. Maybe at Hollywood Hotel I did, but Explorers I didn't. Choose water temperature, select volume, unlock the safety button for hot, and press the water extraction button. Now, we talked about outlets briefly. I'm going to switch to let's do that for now. So they do give you a converter. There's a converter here in case you forgot. The other nice thing is these new rooms have a lot of USB. So I'll show you that in a few moments. But over here, there's the converter. The other thing I like is there is a different card envelope for the Marvel rooms. Get a better light on it. There we go. So it's Iron Man. They're different. They're blue. The cards are the same. I do like the cards. I'll show the cards just in case you didn't watch the other room tour. It's hard to do. I'm just going to pull the one out of the socket, which is going to kill the lights, I assume, immediately. Maybe I have a few seconds to show you this. So it looks like a movie ticket, like an old style paper movie ticket. And they tell you how to do express checkout with it. That being said, I like to keep my room keys, so that's not going to happen. I'm sorry. But it's also not going to go in the garbage either. I'm going to take it home as a souvenir. So not harming the environment either. So you have this whole, go back to the wide, even though it's being a little laggy. You got the whole, essentially, coffee station. There's some shelving here. There's the ice bucket, mugs, and then your supplies are in here. We have Maxwell House. I assume that's coffee. Maxwell House is usually coffee, yeah. And then this is your tea. You know, obviously I can't read Cantonese if that's what that is. I don't know, brown sugar, white sugar. There's a Hollywood Hotel branded napkin in there, coffee mate. And then we have our mini fridge down below. Oh yeah, they have stuff you can buy, right? You can order these. They have beer in them. Oh, I guess the drink one has all sorts of drinks. I have to oh, there we go. I was like, I know this isn't English. 2 sparkling waters, 1 cream soda, 2 Oreo cookies, 2 beer, 1 Coke, and 2 tortilla chips for 128 Hong Kong dollars. And then that one has 2 lime sparkling water, 2 coconut water, 2 Oreos, 1 white wine, 1 mixed nuts, 1 sea salt, one. There's definitely a Heineken beer. Oh, I did. I read 2 beers. That's right. Sorry again. Very little sleep. That's the thing. I will say I'm sad. I know I talked about it last time. There was a whole thing about getting food to go from the Archivist, the bar and restaurant downstairs. I don't have anything in the room about it, and I didn't see the sign out in front of the restaurant either, so that might be done, which makes me sad because there's no counter service in this hotel. It's weird. Let's look at the bedroom now, shall we? It's very pleasant. So the difference is, so that we got the wallpaper with the stripes and also the faux. I just elbowed the air conditioning and shut it off. That was quite the, I nailed it, man. Without looking, I hit the button. It's a small button. There's the faux spotlight on the wallpaper. It does have an Avengers logo, which is different from the other side. My favorite accents, though, are back. I'm going to switch to the one time so maybe it's a little clearer. So there's a garbage can here. The stool, the film reel stool. One of the stores at the front of Walt Disney Studios Paris, soon to be Disney Adventure World, has similar film reel stools, and I always joke about stealing them because I love them so much. I love that there's a version of that here. I left my backpack out. I'm doing so bad. This is very subpar work for me. Very subpar. Let's get back at it. So your chairs over here, there's also a film reel, the golden film reel table. I apologize again, I'm not fully with it, and I didn't just go watch the other room tour. I'm pretty sure this is all in the same coloring. I don't think they changed these items. There's a mirror there. The other cool thing is the TV's different if you're on the Marvel side. So it has Marvel characters that keep changing. Black Widow will wipe away. Yeah, and they'll keep wiping away to different characters. So yes, we also have the spotlights. I love these. They're so wonderful. But they have the Avengers A on them. They're slightly different in this room. Carpet adds a lot of color. But again, it's modern and sleek and clean, but also themed. And that's the best of both worlds, to quote the great philosopher Hannah Montana. So up on this, the headboard mural, we have Hawkeye, Thor, Spider-Man, Captain Marvel, Iron Man, old Captain America, Ant-Man, Wasp, Black Widow, and Hulk. And there's also film reel siding there too, and a gold trim up here. It's all very nice. One of my other favorite elements, the now showing the marquee bedside table. It's wonderful, just wonderful. There's our room phone. There are the customary coupons. Hong Kong is real big on coupons. There's always sales and coupons and deals. It's a thing here, and I love it. That being said, I have the Magic Access, and the discounts are always better with that ticket anyway, the annual pass. But if you're coming here not to an annual pass, these are actually going to work for you really well. So make sure you take it. Read them long and hard. Read through it and make sure you know everywhere it works, where it doesn't, and where the best benefit is for you on those. Look at this, kids, a notepad. We don't get those. We don't get those at home very much anymore. And a pencil. Oh, if I can focus. Nope. I'm trying. Let's do this. No. This is a fantastic room tour. There's our pencil. There's also a comment card. That's the comment card. Remotes there. And let's talk about outlets for a moment, shall we? I'm going to sneeze first. This is going so well. Let's talk about outlets, shall we? Plug them in, use them. It's a dinosaur reference. I wish you would focus. So here I see there's a Type C and 2 Type A's USB. There's also the Hong Kong, I'm going to try, there's the Hong Kong outlet, the 3 there. Yeah, so two A type, 1 C type, and then on the other side, same thing again. Now they've plugged something in. They've also provided, in case you forgot something, various different USB plugs are here. I mean, this camera is not cooperating today. There's our various USB plugs. There they are. There, you can see them now. Which, I don't know about you, but those 3 types cover pretty much everything I bring with me. So you should be good. So if you do happen to forget, they have you covered to an extent. If you have more devices, you probably don't. There's probably enough here for people, but I don't know. I obviously have a lot of camera equipment and mics and a lot of work equipment, but I just want to warn people about the situation. And back up, take a look at the bed. Surprisingly, they didn't do the beds with the frames that are off the ground, so there's no storage underneath. Different to these rooms, there is the Avengers A pillow there. There's a red padded headboard back there. There are just red curtains on this side. And I did not spring for the nicer view. I sprung for the nicer view later in the week at Explorers Lodge because I like that view the best. So I think there's a view of a building. During the day, we'll take a look in the daytime. I think you'll see mountains at least, which I always tell you every time you do a room tour here. I'm always like, this is my favorite location any Disney park and resort is in. It's the most beautiful. I adore it. And that's the room. I apologize for the blurriness and frame rate changes and all those things. Just very late in the evening and it's time for me to go to bed. Oh, there are more outlets. Hold on before we leave. There are more outlets hanging down here. Those are specifically Hong Kong because I think those are mostly meant for them to vacuum with. Obviously, you can use them too. If you brought converters, you can use it. Go for it. I'm gonna go back to the wide for a moment and yeah. So like I said before, I think they're sleek and modern and comfortable, but still feel like Disney hotel rooms. They still feel themed because there's film reel furniture and spotlights and custom wallpaper and all the things I want out of Disney rooms. So, not trying to be unreasonable. I don't need the room to be themed to the point that guests think it's old. I just need rooms to be themed enough to where they feel like they're Disney hotel rooms. And I think this fits the bill. So these are the Marvel rooms. They come in several different layouts. There's a king bed and such as well, and different views. So keep that in mind. But for the most part, this is what the Marvel rooms look like at Disney's Hollywood Hotel at Hong Kong Disneyland Resort. And here is a daytime view out our window. It is, it's been a little rainy. The sun's coming out now, but we still have, for being a very standard view, still a pretty view of the mountains and the water. But yeah, there's backstage, back of house facilities back here.